Y'all hear me? Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Somebody let me know. Hello? Can y'all hear what I'm saying? Okay. Thank you, Brown Eyed Girls. Goodness, I was talking and it wasn't working. Crazy, crazy. Well, hello to my beautiful friends. I have missed y'all so much. Thank you all for being here today. I so appreciate everybody. And before we get into anything too much, let me just say I made a post the other day, and I want to thank everybody for the love I was shown. The comments were amazing. Thank y'all so much for that. It just really, it's crackling. I don't know what is going on with this sound. Is that any better? Can y'all hear me now? Oh, can you hear me? Does this work? Somebody let me know. Hello, hello. Can y'all hear? Yes? Okay. I had to completely disconnect um my mic and just go with what's on my laptop. My goodness. Never had so much trouble with sound in my life. Well, welcome everybody. Thank y'all all for being here. Yeah, don't touch nothing. Don't touch no buttons. Oh, goodness. I know last night, I think it was, or night before last, Brittany had sound issues as well. Some of her panel guests too. I wonder what's going on. Okay, before we get started, make sure to hit that like button if you would. If you haven't joined up and subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're 4 away from hitting 3,000. I am so proud of that. Thanks to you guys. And we have memberships. I want to go back a little bit and say, let's see where it can go to here. I saw Show Poodles. Hello, hello. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome, welcome. We love you. Thank you for that. I so appreciate that. And we got a lot of people in here. Thank y'all so much. This isn't going to be a real long live. Still not feeling great. Hey, Justin. Hugs to you, Justin. You're doing a great job over there. Oh, really, Mohawk? Wow. Well, I just kind of wanted to get on here a little bit and talk to y'all, let y'all know what's going on, what's been happening, and apologize for not being on this past week. I did that little video, and so if you didn't catch it, I have had kidney issues my whole life. It's just been a way of living, nothing big. Had 2 surgeries. The last one was when I was 11. And I've just had occasional little flare-ups. But because it took them 11 years to get everything fixed, there was some damage done to my kidneys. So I have, the kidney disease. All I need is true. Oh, look at you. All you need is Jesus, coffee, and true crime. Thank you for becoming a member. That is so awesome. Thank you for that. But I guess it's been about a week and a half ago, I started really hurting on my side. And I didn't think too much about it. And then it started to where I was getting leg cramps. I was very nauseous. My side hurt worse and worse and worse. And the night after my last live I did, I think it was Thursday night, my kidney started having spasms. And it has not done that since I was 11 years old. And it hurts, man. It's horrible. And exhaustion, I'm just cannot stay awake. It's been really rough. The only good part is I've not had fever. I've had just that tiny low grade enough to make you feel it comes and goes a lot because my body's trying to fight off something, but there's no infection in my kidneys. So I went to the doctor, got some medication. 2 days later, she told me if I wasn't better, I need to go in. I finally went into the ER. Thanks to GJ, she was prodding me along. But I got 2 bags of antibiotics, or 2 bags of fluids and a bag of antibiotics. And so I have officially elevated to stage 3 on my kidney disease. And there was nothing, no warning to it or anything, guys. It just kind of hit me out of the blue. I had some sinus going on because everything's starting to bloom around here, but I was feeling great. And then it hit me. But this time it took me down pretty good. And so I apologize for being out of the loop so long. But I should be, but it'll be stage 4 when they start that process, is what she told me. Drink a teaspoon of baking soda daily. Okay. I can do that. I tell you, I like my Pepsis, but I hadn't even had one in almost 2 weeks. And yeah, Miss Magoo, I thought I was still at a 1. I guess I progressed to a 2 somewhere along the way, but I've had it my whole life. It's never been a big issue. But this time it was different. It was hurting bad, and I'm still hurting. I still haven't ate hardly anything because I'm just real nauseous. Okay, I'll let you know, TJ. TJ gonna give me her kidney. Oh, but that's kind of where I'm at. That's what's been happening, and just kind of wanted to catch up with you guys, let y'all know I miss being on here with you guys so much. But I've also been sleeping a lot. I'll wake up, I'll listen to whoever's on at the time, and I end up falling back asleep. So, anyways, y'all just keep me in your prayers over this next week or so. Urologist has not contacted me yet to get in with the specialist, but once they get that all set up, I'll go see the specialty doctor. And so we'll go from there. I did venture out last night and watched my granddaughter's play at school and 2 ball games. And let me tell you, I was wore out. Sodium bicarbonate supplement slowed the progress of kidney disease. Oh, look at Dr. Justin says. That's good to know. That's good to know, Justin. Thank you for that. Yeah. Well, when I was little, my kidney on the left side, the tube that connects the kidney to the bladder was not connected to the bladder. It was backed up into and connected back up into my kidney. So on the left side, my kidneys were just never filtering. And that caused a lot of damage. Well, then my right kidney was overworking itself. And so that caused issues. It's like, good golly. But once they finally got it all figured out, cool. I'm going to do that. So just a spoon of in some water and just drink it. That is awesome to know. I did not know that. I tell you, I haven't really paid much attention to my kidneys lately because I've not had any issues going with them. But man, it hit me like a punch in the side. It was just, oh, it hurt. So I was completely exhausted yesterday after going to watching softball and my granddaughter's play at school. I was like, Lord help me. So I will get over this and recover, get back to normal, teaspoon or tablespoon with a glass of water. Okay. Oh, okay. Look at him. He's telling all his beauty secrets too. All right, Justin. Wow. Oh, wow, Mohawk. My grandson has one kidney, and they call it a horseshoe kidney because at the bottom, the kidney on each side grows towards the middle and connects. He has one huge horseshoe-shaped kidney. So, oh goodness, Peggy. preparation H on your face. Boy, after I lost my son, I would put that preparation H around my eyes and on my eyelids because my eyes were swelled so much. I did do that. Green tea. Gotcha. Wow. Oh, rub some baking soda and then a heavy lotion. Awesome. Y'all, I'm going to have a good kidney and look good. Good. That's good. You know, I like my Pepsis. I like to have Coke. But it's just never bothered me before. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go buy me a big old box. You know, bad part is in my storage building, I got a big old bag of baking soda because I would use it in my pool. If it rained or something, I would take that baking soda out there and I just sprinkle some of that soda off into the water, and it kept it from getting cloudy after it rained and stuff. It was amazing. Baking soda does a lot of stuff. Cool. Oh, I tell you, I love me some Pepsi. Y'all don't get me wrong. I will probably continue to drink them. But man, and I hate water so much because I mean, when I was little, that's all I could drink was water because they couldn't figure out what's going on with my kidneys. I couldn't, and my doctor even, I was about 3 years old, and they took me off of milk and said milk was bad for my kidneys. Well, when I was 11, mother asked if I could drink milk now, and the doctor said, milk don't have nothing to do with your kid. It doesn't affect your kidneys. Well, then it's too late because I don't like milk. I don't want to taste milk. Ugh. Yeah, water's just nothing. Yeah, Justin, that's what I would do. Get that bag at Sam's. Yep. Italian soda is the best. Okay. Hmm. Oh, Justin, I quit drinking my Pepsis for 4 months and I gained 2 pounds. I could not believe it. Several of me and my friends decided we're going to quit all of our sodas. We're not going to drink none. No Cokes, no nothing. I drank unsweet tea and I gained 2 pounds. I was like, ugh. They all lost like 10, 20 pounds. So, yeah, I'm going to try that too. Water is gross, brown eyed girls. I had to drink so much when I was little. Oh my God. I swore if I ever got over my kidney problems, I was never going to touch water. Here I am. Coke to flavored water. Does that flavor packet that you buy, does that help with the water? Oh, TJ's not lying there. When I was in Hot Springs and I went and did a bath at one of those bathhouses things, you know, where you soak in the mineral water stuff. And they gave me water to drink. It was from the spring. Oh my gosh. That was the best water I ever had. Thanks, Justin. Love you. The flavor packets. I'm going to have to try some because this plain water stuff it's for the birds. And it seems like because I don't like the water, that I just don't drink much now because I don't want to drink water. I need to go get me some cranberry juice. Yeah, sweet drink. Yeah, I like the sweet. I just love me some Pepsi. Oh, our vices that we get into. Isn't that something? Add some fruit to the water. Yeah, I should. I should do that. I know. That's why I got 2 bags of fluids because I just wasn't drinking anything. And they've been lecturing me, so I got my big old Stanley here. And it's full of water. Just blah. But yeah, a lot of people drink lemon water. I know. Doesn't Justin always look good? He always looked like he just come off the magazine. Cute, cute. Y'all are so good giving me all this advice. Thank y'all. Hi, Rose. Yes, I'm feeling better. Still not super great yet, but I'm getting there. I am. I'm not doing a camera today because I have dark circles around my eyes. Yes, I have, Justin. They're in Hot Springs, and you can go in. They have this big jacuzzi tub, and you're in a room by yourself, and it's just dark, and the tub has like different colored lights on it. And that lady set water down there, and she says, "There's 4 little cups of water here." And I was like, "Oh, I'll be okay. Thank you." She said, "You know, you'll probably get thirsty. The water gets up to like, oh God, I think she said 100 degrees or something like that." And I was like, I don't want it that hot. And she said, "You won't notice." Justin. Yeah, that kind of bathhouse. But yeah, that was the most relaxing time. And my back was hurting that day because we'd been walking down shopping, all the little shops and stuff, walking around. I got out of that bath. I drank that water. It was so amazing good, so clean, it was the best water I've ever had. And we went walking and shopping some more. It helped my back. So if you ever go to Hot Springs, it's worth it to do the bath. And it was really cool because that was the same bathhouse that my grandfather went to when he broke his back. He had metal pipes fall on him at the shipyards, and it broke his back. And they fused his back together, and he could walk, but he had some issues. And twice a year, they would go to Hot Springs for the mineral water. Yes, all those minerals. And my grandfather swears that's what kept him walking. It was really cool. But I tell you what, it made a difference. Well worth the money to go do it. But so I haven't really kept up with Sebastian's case a lot. I've looked into some stuff when I'm awake, but I really haven't been on top of it. So y'all tell me what's going on. I'm going to put a link down here if anybody wants to come up. Y'all come up and fill me in on all the stuff. I don't know too much about what's been going on. I tell you, this one it took me down hard. There we go. Thank you, Rose. Love you. Thank you so much for that's so sweet. So there's the link if anybody would like to come up. I would love to have you. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. If you don't want to come up, it's not a big deal. We're all good. So, anyways, I got to get back into this. I miss it. Yes. Okay, I did see some of Mob Crew's thing in the car. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. And if we recall, directly behind the house of the Bowerfoots or the Proudfoots, there's a silver car parked in that driveway a lot of times. It looked a lot like that one. I tell you guys, law enforcement, they've got to know things. They've got to know things. There is so much that we as creators find and talk about. There's so much that is out there that we're putting out as everything we can find and anything we can say. There's things I find while I'm going through stuff that I just send in. I don't talk about them. And yeah, it might have been at Texas Roadhouse. And see, that's part of the video we didn't have. Remember when the longest part of the video we had, and I went over it and we saw where the white truck was. Person gets out of the passenger side. The man standing against the columns. Look just like somebody we know. You got the guy in the yellow raincoat. His phone received a message. Looked just like what Katie sent. And now, you know, if the guy in the white truck is who I think he is, being Chris's real father, then you got possibly Chris that was there. You got the guy in the yellow raincoat who happens to be an attorney, a real estate attorney type of thing. And then there's a lot. Seems like the whole daggum family was there that night. And the girl in the pink sweatshirt, oh my gosh. I mean, that's Chris's sister, in my opinion. That was not just in my opinion, with all the little coincidences. Yes, Retha Bell, go back and look at my last live I did for Texas Roadhouse. It'll show it in there. Yeah, there's a picture she took of Sebastian at the table. And I think it was Evil Exists did a little short. You can go to over there and look at it as well. The text that Katie sends looks exactly like what Yellow Raincoat guy received. Yeah, he has two sisters. He does. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. I'm going to do something. Load up some stuff here. See if I can get. I wasn't even prepared a whole lot. I was just going to get in here and chat with y'all a little bit. But yeah, seems like a family affair was happening. I do want to, we'll do a live tomorrow and go over some more stuff because let me see if I can add one. Let's go here, here, there. Let me see if I can add these. Okay, I think they're going to add in. Okay. Now, there we go. Okay. So, here is partial picture. And the lady in the black pants is Chris's mommy. Okay, see the guy that's circled? They're trying to figure out who he is. But if you look directly behind him, there's Mr. Terry Bowerstocks in the checkered shirt, and there's a girl with her head on his shoulders. Look at this. The one on the right is the girl at Texas Roadhouse. And those, they're obvious. Yeah, she got the same glasses on top of her head. I know it's a little blurry, but I don't know. Betty did get a continuance from what I heard. They're still waiting for their appeal at the appeal level. And I believe it's her continuance is on hold for right now until there is a decision there. So yeah, I mean, you've got this person that's right, let's see, right there, mixed in with the family. And then you see the lady at the Roadhouse in the pink sweater. They're saying, who could this be? Oh, I don't know. Maybe Chris's sister. Guys, this whole thing is, they're all connected somehow, some way. Yeah, he's connected up in there. I don't know. But you stop and think about this child going to eat at Texas Roadhouse with his mother. Yeah, looks like the mommy's chin she has, doesn't it, though? But this kid, and we got a whole different side of the street over there. Everyone's saying it was just a mother and son going out to eat. There ain't no way. No way. All of these things happened at Texas Roadhouse that we're finding and we're seeing, and the people that are connected. There's no way it was just Katie and Sebastian going to eat. Now, what I can't figure out is, why did they all have to be at Texas Roadhouse? What was the purpose of them all being there at that time is what I can't figure out. Yeah, exactly, Mohawk Mom. The pack is always around, aren't they? Oh, Jersey. I need to go get me some watermelon. Yum. But yeah, it's just baffling in my mind as to what is the connection of Texas Roadhouse. There is, first of all, you see the white truck circling 5 or 6 times. He drives by with the black truck in tow right behind him. He parks after Katie parks and sits there for minutes before someone gets out of the passenger side door. No one ever opens the driver's side door. Then we have the man standing by the wall that, oh my gosh, it just, you can't help but think, you know, is that Chris? Is that Mr. Chris? So there's that. Then you have, let's see, green hoodie. Here's green hoodie walking across. Here's green hoodie and the neighbor behind him's son. There's a connection. Then you have, let's see, here is Richard Bishop. On the right is Richard Bishop. On the left is yellow raincoat guy. I also have another picture I've just found of the raincoat guy. Here it is. With the mask. This is a real estate lawyer. She's into all that real estate stuff. You know, there's too many things here. And, you know, this picture here shows the text he got on his phone right there. If you go to Evil Exist, they have it. Let me see if I still have it loaded. Here we go. Let's play this one. So yeah. Oh, hang on now. Don't play. Let me take that picture off. So, Miss Magoo, I was going to show you now the green hoodie person supposedly died. Yes. This is the person that they said was green hoodie. That's who they think it is. I'm not saying it's this other person. I'm just saying this boy looks way more like green hoodie than that woman did. So I honestly believe this is green hoodie. And this happens to be the neighbor behind them, his son. So there is so many coincidences in this case, so many things that connect people that it's just too crazy to even think about. From whatever was going on at Texas Roadhouse to whatever happened to Sebastian. Yeah, that's the big question, Mohawk Mom says. How could they talk to Green Hoodie after they had passed? Yeah, I think it was that guy. I think it was the neighbor behind them, that officer, his son. But there is too much happening at Texas Roadhouse, guys, concerning this family. Too many lookalikes at Texas Roadhouse. There were too many little things. I don't know. Did he even make it home? I have always felt like he made it home. I always have. And I thought for the longest time that something had just happened. That maybe there was an argument, or maybe Mr. Chris was there and then Sebastian got mad and got a little out of control or something, and things happened. That's what I thought. I really didn't know about the orchestrated part, but after looking so deep into Texas Roadhouse, there's way too many coincidences. There's way too much happening there for it to not play a part. And then you factor in the fact that Katie went up there to Texas Roadhouse when she found out Dog had that video, and she pitched one heck of a fit that she is not welcome back in there. You know, you're not going to just do that for no reason whatsoever. She wanted to know what that camera captured or did not capture. And that's obvious. And there is a live that I'm going to do tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have it ready to go. I was going to do it this last live that I scheduled and didn't make it. There is a mother who gave me permission to talk about her story, about her child that went missing, the fight that her mother is still enduring for the safety of her child. She did Marie. I believe she got a copy of that video. I believe she did. Well, Mohawk, from what I'm hearing, they only had it one little small piece, and they found out there was more to it. And her and SF went up there to get the whole video. Chit Chat, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. You're precious. Love you so big for that. Thank you. So I don't know. I wish I had the whole video so I can just study every single part to it. There is, yeah, yeah, Jersey. I've seen that as well. And tomorrow I'm gonna get everything uploaded so I can show y'all some other things I found too with Texas Roadhouse, because there's things happening there. And everybody that I'm showing, hey Selena, everybody that I've shown you side by sides is to show you what I see it looks like it could be. I can't sit here and tell you 100% it that is them for a fact. I can just tell you it looks like their doppelganger if it's not them, kind of thing. But yeah, it's crazy. And all the while, these same people continue to go out to eat. They continue to go on vacations. They continue to go shopping. They continue to do all the things while Sebastian is still nowhere to be found. Nowhere. And it's sad because out of all the doppelgangers around Texas Roadhouse, we'll call them, I'm going to guarantee you they all know. I could guarantee pretty much every single one of them knows exactly where Sebastian is and what happened. Yeah. Holly, wouldn't you? I couldn't even imagine one of my family members coming to me and talking to me and wanting me to be a part of that. I couldn't even fathom that thought. It's insane to think that there's a family out there that would all band together to handle this. But it's what it seems like has happened. And at the end of the day, Sebastian is still missing. His dad is still grieving his time without his son. Whispering winds, that's funny. She said they're all crooked like TB's teeth. Jersey, you are so right. Chris Proudfoot proudly said Sebastian will never be found on a YouTube channel. He said no one would ever find him. He told Dog the Bounty Hunter, you will not find Sebastian. He was very confident in those words. I remember that. I remember very, very strongly the confidence that was behind every one of those words, and it made me sick. Made me sick. MJ, I think you're right. I think Katie Proudfoot fit right into that. And the only reason I would say, yes, I agree with you on that, is when Nina told her story where she took her daughter to the airport. Katie was there to fly back with the daughter. As she went out, she was handed papers, said she had been served. She freaked out because they took her daughter one time and she went running back in, crying and screaming, and Katie was videoing the whole thing, laughing at her. I'm sorry, but if any mother can do that to another mother, well, we all know what kind of person can do that. Yes, Retha, I want it to end for Seth so bad. I mean, nothing's going to change what the outcome is going to be. The outcome is going to be whatever it is. But I would love for it to be a very happy outcome for Sebastian and for Seth. But whatever it is, let it be. This family has played, let's say, tit for tat way too long. She, Katie, should have been a mother to her son that would stand up and say, you have to get to me to get to my child. I will not stop. I will not let this happen. And I don't think she did. And this is my opinion, guys. This is me putting out my opinion. I honestly believe what has happened truly haunts her. I do. I believe it haunts her. And I believe she's doing everything she can not to think about that night. Oh, yeah, Whispering Winds. No, I don't think she did anything to him. I think she knows, and I think she knew it was coming. And this, honestly, is my opinion. I think she felt that, or assumed that he would be taken somewhere. They had a place for him to go to. And I'm not sure if that ever happened, in my opinion. But I'll tell you this, her and her husband, oh, I do too, Brandon. She deserves to be haunted. She did not protect her child. She did not call up his father and say, look, I can't do this. I'm going to lose it. Please come get him. That never happened. There was a plan in place. They couldn't even wait just several weeks for it to happen. Yeah, exactly, Mohawk. She filmed all of that just for use in court to show how crazy Nina was. Hi, Shirley. I am feeling better. Still kind of icky, but I'm doing so much better. Thank you. It happened so quick. Yeah, I agree with you, MJ. I think that's what she said. But I honestly believe there was a plan in place. There is, I don't think, a possibility for everything to have played out the way it played out and them to get away with it for this long if it was just a last minute thing that happened. Yeah, she is in thick. She knows. And I believe she was part of getting him to that waiting car. I honestly 100% believe that. And I'm sorry, but a mother that sits at dinner, and if she knew that was going to be her last one with her son, girls, boys, let me tell you, she ain't no mother. I'm sorry. She was not looking for a waitress. We all debunked that one. It's no, she was so focused on her phone and everything that was happening within the Texas Roadhouse and outside of that Texas Roadhouse. And that's my opinion. And did he make it home? I would say yeah. And the 3 a.m. car is what carried him out of that neighborhood. Holly, I think Chris really regrets a lot when he stops and actually looks in the mirror. Holly, I would not doubt that one bit. I wouldn't doubt it. Empathy is not part of their story, their life story, I don't think. Exactly, whispering winds. But this is the way, and I'm just going to say this, and I apologize if anybody has had any marriage this way, but I look at life as if I'm going to have an affair with someone, end up marrying that person, no way on God's green earth can I make myself believe that he would never have an affair on me. Does that make sense? Now, don't get me wrong, I've known people that has happened and they were together for a very long time. But I mean, I would have firsthand knowledge. How do you get past that? How do you overlook that? Oh, really, Brandon? Let me find your last comment. Make sure I saw it. Bad tornadoes, y'all. Whew. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about tornadoes or anything. I'll have to check the weather real good. I saw those tornadoes in Mississippi. Oh, goodness. Those were bad. Bad, bad, bad. But you have wildfires going like crazy. You got tornadoes going. You got floods happening. You got earthquakes going. It's all over. It's surrounding us. Mohawk Mom, I have seen with my own two eyes. When he put it this way, when Duchess did that very first interview, one of her panel guests asked if Katie was on a dating website. If she had her information correct, she would have asked Chris. I've seen it with my own two eyes. And he was active during the time they were married. Yeah. Yeah, Neuro. I wouldn't put it past that because, I mean, here's Chris on a dating website. Here's Katie sneaking off to see the neighbor right after Sebastian. Chris is getting drunk at the bar with somebody. So I don't know. I think with all the attention though, they're laying very, very low to the ground. Yeah, Brandon. I mean, it's kind of like, But, does it make a difference when it comes to what happened to Sebastian? And that's what keeps getting a lot of people into fights and arguments and stuff. And I would have to say that it possibly could. And I say that because if Chris is seeing other people on the side, if he's on the dating website and things like that. Hey, Witchy Mama, how you doing? Thank you for being here. But if Chris is on one of those type of sites, then Katie, if she knows or found out, she would want, she's the kind of person that's going to want and do what she has to do to save her marriage. In my opinion, Sebastian not being there is what she has in her mind as the best solution. Because we know they weren't even married. Hey, Baba Rose, how you doing? But we know they weren't even married. And Katie was going to move Chris in, but Sebastian had cats, and Chris, that's below him to take some allergy pills or anything. So the cat's got to go. It's either the cats or me. She should have known right then it would lead from the cats till eventually her son. But if you stop and think about it, if this person, this mother, is going to be okay with getting rid of the cats and not trying the medicine to see if that would help him, if there was no negotiation at all, he just said, get rid of the cats. It's the cats or me. And she said, okay, boom, cat's gone. I would suggest, can we try before I get rid of my child's pets? Could I please talk you into taking some medicine and see, just some allergy pills, and see if that'll help so that he can have his cats. The animal he loves the most. But that didn't happen. The cats were gone. Yeah. And I think once he got that accomplished, Chris has been in control of that whole relationship this whole time. And now that it came down to her son, they say she wasn't happy about him going to Chris's house. To Seth's house. But her man said he ain't going to stay here. That's what I think happened. And Katie loved the lifestyle way too much, and a whole lot more than she loved her child. Because there is nothing good that can come out of a child being removed from its home, and even if they took him to another relative's home and hid him away, that is not good for any kid. Yes, Brandon, they took everything he loved away. They mentally abused him as well as physically, I believe. So, yeah, it's been a marriage of control from the very, very first part. When he decided to move in, he gave that ultimatum. She didn't balk, and she didn't try, for her son's sake, to make everything work. Yeah, Brandon, that's still kidnapping, but it's not good for him. It's not good for his one parent that is desperately trying to find him. And to, distract away from all of it, we have his mother and his stepfather who are out here trying their best to put all the focus over there on Seth. He's a bad guy, blah, blah, blah. We've all heard it. We've seen it with our own eyes. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's 2 flashlights that go from the back of their home to that car, and one goes back. That's concerning. That is something huge. That's in the middle of the night. And now they're going to be so freaked out and concerned. Sorry about the dogs. But they're going to be all freaked out and concerned about the man walking his dog, and this little ghost-like figure thing that went by was probably something they edited into that figure. They edited something into that whole video. I do not believe it. No. The Uber came. Was it? Did the Uber come before or after the 310 car? Witchy mama. They think they hear something. They start barking. It's just me here today. But it's past time for the kiddos to be here, but they went straight to church after school. So they're expecting them, but they hear a little tiny noise. The dogs go crazy. But yeah, you got 2 different videos, and they're not concerned about the one with the flashlights in their backyard. They're concerned about some blurry video over here that was debunked 72 hours after Ellie received it. No. Another distraction. It was after, okay. Yeah, Uber driver came after the 310 car. Yeah. Oh, I tell you, I'm so heartbroken over this whole case. I don't understand Katie being a mother. I don't get it. And tomorrow, girl, Baba Rose, hang on, sidetrack. Baba Rose, yesterday, I went to watch my granddaughters play softball. That wind was horrible. It was kicking up to 50 miles an hour. It was unreal. And it was, their game started at 7. And it got cold because that wind. Oh, Della. I mean, that's how we got to do this, Della. You got to look outside the box all the time. Yeah. True. That could be possible, Della. I'm just. Yeah, Holly. That's what I say. Whatever they tell us to do or think, go the opposite direction. Yes, for sure. It is insane crazy how this is all playing out. And they can just keep living their lives. I mean, we heard Chris's own words. You just, life goes on. You just got to keep going. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, that's how it was yesterday here, Shirley. It wasn't storming, but my goodness, at the wind. Them girls were pitching their balls, and their balls were like fighting to stay across the plate. They were, you could see when the a gust of wind would catch them off. Sky Maiden, I've been out for about a week and a half, but not a whole lot is going on, unfortunately. Right, Mohawk Mall. Yeah, that's just a it's just a trash truck in the backyard lights. I'm sorry to say, but trash truck lights don't separate and one go back to a house. Oh my goodness, could you imagine, Brandon? That would be crazy if we weren't here. Mm, I couldn't imagine some of the hate stuff that's being put out and everything. Della said it was 80 degrees here in Omaha yesterday, and we are in a blizzard at the moment. My gosh. Okay, Baba. There. TJ just put it. No. TJ, will you put my email in there, down there too? TJ's been putting my Cash App and my Venmo out there. Y'all would have liked to donate. It would be so loved and appreciated. Yeah, a skinny one-eyed trash truck on the loose. Right? There were 3 trash trucks out there. Come on, Mohawk. I was like, are you serious? These people, they're trying hard, guys. There it is. There's Baba Rose. It's lollyxmas@gmail.com. Thanks, Blue Eyes. So there you go. Yeah, it's very aggravating to think that the crap they're putting out, that we're going to honestly believe it. You know, they're making a mockery of the police department. Yeah, Brandon. They're making a mockery of everyone involved in this case. The people that were getting threatened when they were doing searches. I have never, ever in any case that I followed, I've read about, I've saw documentaries on, none of them have ever said that people were getting tires slashed, cables under their hood slashed, threatening messages, all because they were searching for a missing child. I have never, ever said any or heard anyone say anything about, well, here's some information about the father that you all need to know. When in turn, it turns out to be that information started in their house. Never. I tell you this, Mr. Chris is going to make sure this case goes down as one to be studied. It's going to be one to study if you need to find out if people are innocent or guilty. It's going to be one to find out what to look for with idiots. Yeah. If he wasn't around that area, why would searchers be ran off? So yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand. Holly, thank you so much, you sweet girl. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Oh, that's so sweet. There, there's so much involved in this case, and there is so much that connects so many people that this was not just, in my opinion, an accident that happened. Like I told you earlier, guys, that's what I believed for a long, long, long time. I really thought it was just something that accidentally happened after they got home that night. I honestly believe the thud is something real. Hey, Lady 7 Up, thank you for being here. Love you, girl. But I do think that the thud at the 10:30 timeline or whatever, I believe that is something real. I believe there's something to the sound of a thud, and she played it into the timeline, the script. Yes, you're right, Mohawk Mom. That was a bad family. Mm. Yeah, Brandon. They're not speaking much now, are they? Though. But when you do have a mother that's on the local news station, smiling, and said December he would have been. She stops, takes a deep breath because she realized she just effed up, and said it was his birthday. He's 16. That says a lot. That statement says so much to me. You don't put your child in past tense until you know he has passed. And yet they do it all the time. Yeah, CP is Chris Watts. Oh, yeah. Except for CP got a little more arrogance to him. Chris Watts was just thinking everybody was going to be just not think nothing of it. Yes, Billy. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, Reverend Donna said he went missing on 2/26. Katie filed for divorce. Well, the divorce was final on 2/26 of 16. Odds are 1 in 365 of that being a coincidence. I'm telling you, there's too many coincidences. There are way too many coincidences in this case. Yes, Carrie, they use him in past tense so much. Yeah, Chris asked Seth the very first day, "What are you going to do when this thing goes south?" And Seth says, "I guess I'm going south." "What do you mean?" And he says that he's not alive. I mean, day one. Yeah, she should, Brandon. She should. She should report it. It was filed on the 26th, not finalized. Oh, okay. I had heard or was told that was the day everything was finalized. I may have them all backwards. Yeah, Neuro, you're so right. It is like final nail in the coffin to hurt Seth. But this is my thing. Why do they want to hurt Seth? What has he done to them? They pack up and move away from California all the way to Tennessee with Seth's son. Seth moves too. He could have bought a house or lived somewhere close to their house, but he didn't. He went to another little town. But he went within driving distance of his son. Seth didn't have anybody there in Tennessee. Nowhere. Did he have any family close by right there? But he went. But he went because of his son. And we heard in the beginning, Katie and Chris both talking, praises over Seth about what a good father he was, what a good relationship they all had, But then again, he also said he had a super great relationship with his daughter's mother. She says that's a lie. She called him out for what it was, nothing but a lie. So they're probably just making things up. And so, who knows? Yep, Mohawk, that's exactly it. He did the same thing to Nina. Took her all the way to Tennessee. She didn't have nobody. Katie didn't have nobody there. Let's get her encrusted into our family, where all his family's there with all their deep pockets and all their close connections and all the things, so that they could take that child. And we're talking, what, 7, 8 years now? I believe Nina, Lady 7 Up. I believe Nina over Chris any day. And this is why I believe Nina. Because Chris has been fighting for custody of that little girl since she was little. And he's yet to get that custody. He has had to take parenting classes. He didn't think he needed them. Right? He finally took them because he had no choice. It was court ordered. And he is still trying to get custody of his daughter. But the thing is, he thought he was so untouchable. This is my opinion, folks. That he thought he was so untouchable that a child missing from his home would gain him access to his daughter. Yeah, Billy. Katie and Seth, they didn't have no set things as far as child support and this and that. They worked together on it, and that's really a good thing. Yeah, he didn't want Sebastian around Faith. Yeah, Della. When you got an FBI agent that's 30 years in, you kind of go with what she thinks too, huh? Lady 7 Up, I have wondered about that so much. I wonder if Chris has really put his fist on her. I just I think, honestly, like I said, from the day he wanted to move in with Katie and Sebastian, he gave the ultimatum. And that ultimatum has been something that ruled his home. And it's his ultimatum. And Katie, for whatever reason, has gone along with it. Now, if she was bullied into it, if she was abused and beat into it, then, you got to cut her a little slack. But at the same time, that motherly instinct, when it comes to your child, should be no thought to kick in. And tomorrow, that's what we're going to talk about. And I have a story for you to prove what a mother of a missing child does and is it all about. So we're going to talk about that in comparison to Katie tomorrow. Because, guys, no matter how you want to look at it, Sebastian did not leave his home. We know that. He did not freely walk away from his house. He didn't walk outside and get in a car with someone and go have a holly jolly ride. He did not walk out and go hide under a tree somewhere. There is no sighting of this child, no scent, no tracks, no nothing that he walked out the front door, nor the back door. So for him to have disappeared, he would have had to either he would have had to either be put into a car that's parked in the garage and driven out that way, or he was carried out at 3 a.m. as they're walking across the courtyard area to that car. And that was a decision that Chris and Katie both took. They made that decision. They took all of the things into consideration and did exactly that. And that was their choice. Katie made her choice. And Brown Eyed Girls, the more I look into this Texas Roadhouse thing, the more that I say there has to be premeditation to it. Oh, Sky Maiden, that would be amazing. Maybe they could. Yeah, all the way back to Friday. Yeah. Because y'all think about it. When it comes to Sebastian and Katie sitting in a booth by themselves, if Chris was up in there, if his sister was up in there, if his dad was up in there, if mom's real estate person, all these people were up in there, why wouldn't they all eat together? Because there was a plan being played out. They were all getting their ducks in a row because once Katie and Sebastian left, they were going straight home. Oh, I agree with you, Mohawk. Chris was definitely home that whole weekend. I believe it. Janet, there's a lot of players, it seems like, that was at Texas Roadhouse. And that's just another red flag, because if they're all family, why wouldn't have they ate together? Katie obviously saw them all. She was watching really hard. Lady 7 Up, a lot of people don't think Sebastian went home, and that is possible. I, I say I think he went home because of the 3 a.m. flashlight video, and you can see the people towards the back of the car. It does look like they're holding someone. Okay, Billy, let me tell you this. As far as Chris goes about complaining about his truck, and he was all pissed off because they talked about his Wi-Fi on his truck pinging in the area. If you stop and think about it, he said there were 2 unknown pings in that area. By the time he got home at 1:30, 2 o'clock, they were already out searching. They're not going to be pinging Wi-Fi's. It's already been done. They didn't care about that day. They didn't care about that time. People were coming and going like crazy. They weren't checking out everybody's Wi-Fi. No, there's no. Chris knew that was a red flag. He was around there and he didn't turn off his daggone Wi-Fi stuff. So that's how I look at that, because Elevated Truth had talked about it. Chris goes up on his panel. Chris freaked the hell out. All because there was 2 pings, and one happened to be 2 unknown pings, and one happened to be Christopher's truck. And it's like, they don't care that you came in at 1:30, 2 o'clock. They're not going to look and search for your Wi-Fi at 1:30 or 2 o'clock. So, why would you make that into an issue? It's not an issue that day. Early morning hours, that would be an issue. If your Wi-Fi pinged early morning hours, there would be an issue. And that is what I think Chris was pissed about. Oh, I love it when he does. There's Krista, the interview on Web Sleuth, and when Chris is up there talking and Seth comes on, and Chris is like, you should be berated and all this stuff, talking to Seth. He's all and Seth is like, Chris, let's just talk about it. We're just squashing rumors. Seth held his cool. I was so like, oh my gosh. To make something clear, soldier of God, I would think you would come up there and say, hey, look, I want to clear this up. He came up there with attitude and he was pissed. He was pissed about it. It shouldn't have been talked about. So yeah, Exactly, Holly. If that's not freaking out, I'd hate to see what it was. Yeah. I just don't get it with them. I don't understand why he can come over here on our side and talk to people, and it is with attitude. Even Katie, you go back and listen to her on Smileys, and she's like, in your face kind of thing. And just for the record, I mean, you go listen to her when she's talking over there on the other side of the street to them people. Yeah, he's just, that's how he was. She's just so sweet. Yeah, exactly, Mohawk Mom. Seth asked about his mommy's car being seen at Worsham's, and CP twisted to the night before that his parents were not at Texas Roadhouse. He never answered the question about Worsham's. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah, brown eyed girl. He ain't going to show his time card because he's going to look like an idiot. Yes, Brandon. There's been threats so bad, it's just unreal. Yeah, chit chat. They they're flocking hard right now. They're just trying to tighten their nest up. And that's so sad for a whole dadgum family to stick together for a child that's not blood related to them. What if that would have been Chris's daughter? Heaven forbid. And don't get me wrong, I'm not wishing that on no one, but I'm telling you, we would see a whole different family. We would see a whole different attitude. We would see everything completely different. What if Katie's family would have took Chris's daughter? That would have been huge. It would have been a whole different ball game. But this is a child that was not included on the trip with the grandparents to Disney. They didn't even compensate or make sure that, they arranged everything for the time that he was available to go. They didn't call his dad and say, hey, look, I know you having this time, but we want to take all the grandkids. Would you let him go with us? Oh, we heard what Terry Bowerstocks thought, right? We heard it from his coworker. Yes, Caroline. They need to stay away. Oh, yeah, Retha. Little hot headed, huh? Yeah, he said life goes on. We got to go on with our life. It all makes me sick. I just don't get it. But, Sebastian is loved. He just hadn't realized yet how much. Matt. Yes, that was the guy's name. Matt. I couldn't remember the guy's name. Thank you for that, Brandon. Yeah. Um, Janet, if you want, send me a screenshot of that. I'd love to see that. I'm all into this Texas Roadhouse thing and all the cars and stuff. The white truck that parked behind him at Texas Roadhouse. I'll show you. I think I still have those pictures up. Let me look. This is okay. This is the man that got out of the white truck. And this was about the best picture I could get. I zoomed in as close as I could without distorting it so much. But this is the man at Texas Roadhouse. He's walking across the parking lot. He got out of the driver's side door after it parked. Took him a minute or two to get out of the passenger side door. He gets out. This, and this is my opinion, but this is Christopher's dad, Michael Proudfoot. And to me, their stature, the stance, the clothes look very, very, very similar. Oh, I tell you, StreamYard is acting really weird between that man and his white tennis shoes, this man and his black tennis shoes. I don't know. There's something to that white truck. At one point, it looks like another car, just like Katie's. We know who drives one of those. We see people inside. We see people outside. Something's not right. Something is so not right when it comes to that. And, you know, who do we get rid of? Somebody in here causing troubles. Who was it? Yes, Carolina, big enough. Ah, Janet, it very well could be. Are y'all talking about Soldier Boy? Well, thank you very much. Thank you. But I'll tell you this. You have to ask Bullhorn Betty, okay? Because I'm not going to answer any questions for anybody else or what anybody else is doing. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I get it. If she wants to ask questions, that's fine. I'll answer. Bullhorn Betty and what she says ain't got nothing to do with me. Sky Maiden, I'm not sure. I've heard some stories, but nothing has been horrible yet. Yeah, Bridget, mine too. My heart hurts for him. Yes. Holly, maybe one day Holly will get to hear the CP phone calls. Jail calls. Yeah, TJ. I'm only going to answer questions that I can tell you about or whatever, but I'm not going to talk about another creator and how they say things. I'm not going to do it. Somebody can come on here and tell me Justin cussed me out. Okay. Go, Justin. I mean, what am I supposed to do? That was crazy. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Hang on. Oh, Caroline, I hope so. I hope he is being well cared for. I really do. Because his dad needs him. His dad really needs him. You know, I see Seth and that interview, that last live he did, my heart broke for him. This is a man that is completely broken. And I have on my arm tattooed, beautifully broken. I told my pastor, I said, I'm broken after losing my son. And he said, but you were beautifully made. And that's where the beautifully broken comes into play. I might have been beautifully made. I feel broken. And Seth has that. He has that brokenness to him right now. And it hurts my heart for him because he doesn't deserve this. Whatever wickedness is going on against him, whatever evil is trying to manifest to destroy him, it's not going to work. We're not going to allow it to work. We're going to continue this because if we stop, then they have full reign. And it's not going to happen. And I do question what has taken so long for this. What is taking so long that you have this RICO case inciting the bulliness and the chats that are bullying out there everywhere? You have 5 or 6 CPS cases, and one was just a couple of weeks before he went missing. I mean, there are things here right now in front of us that makes it so obvious, but yet we're not the judge that's looking for those facts and all the things. And unfortunately, we have to sit here and wait. We can't just convict him on being a chauvinistic pig. You know, he'd have been locked up a long time ago. Caroline, I don't even pay him no attention. I'm telling you, it's not worth my time. Consider your sources. And understand, I don't want people to think bad about me, but it was to the point to where I'm done. So, yeah. Yeah, Charlene, I think there's a lot of people in that town that are corrupt. And I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of people go down with them. Because I think this opened a can of worms that they couldn't just shut. And so if you're supporting one and one's involved, you basically help support. Okay, Janet, I will check that out. Look at there. Hush, Layla. That dog, she just jumps and barks. Well, I'll have to look into that. For sure. I will. Thank you for that one, Janet. I hadn't seen that. All right. We're going to do some checking on that picture because I don't know who that would be. Yeah. That's Mohawk Mom. She said only took credit hours to find the last missing child that has autism. And this is my opinion of him. He must have been there to search and to find. My honest opinion is, and honestly, this is how I feel. He's been hired for distractions, not to investigate. He's been hired to find out what they know so that they can put something out to counteract it. Hi, Donna. I am feeling better. Thank you. Yes, I did, Baba Rose. I got it. Yes, yes. Oh, good Lord. Oh, gosh. Oh, all is said and done. Eyes are. Yep. Sky Maiden, I believe you on that one for sure. I think people are going to be very surprised in that town. And that's just something I feel like. I mean, I don't have proof, but that's just what I feel. It's gonna be that way. Yeah. You know, they're going out of their way to even create this mysterious text that's being put out supposedly by law enforcement saying that you can't go in unless you go on camera and say you support Bullhorn Betty, signed a deputy in his this name. What? I mean, come on. There is no law enforcement that's going to make you say you support someone in order to go inside. That came from the other side. Thank you, Janet. I got it. Thank you. But there is no way. And they think we're going to all believe it. That's what pisses me off. But I can't get past the fact that I'm not that ignorant. I'm not that stupid. I know how to read and I know how to write. I know all the things. And I can read between the lines as well. And it says you're dumb for attempting to say, oh, I got this text message. No such thing. First time I heard about it that morning, I was like, oh gosh, what are they doing? Layla, y'all, there are two big dogs here. My dog, she's on the smaller side. And then the corgi. And the corgi is the loudest barker of all of them. And she just hears a noise, barks and runs, and then they all follow her and don't know where they're going. They're a jumbled mess, I tell you. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll have to look at that, Charlene. Thank you. Yes, Janet, the one with the lady in the back of the truck, getting out of the back of the truck. Is that you, Janet? Blue eyes. Thank you for that, girl. If y'all got gifted a membership from our Blue Eyes, please tell her thank you. I love you, girl. Thanks. You're so sweet. Guys, becoming a member helps the channel. And, you know, I'm going to tell y'all, when we start watching videos again, we're probably going to have commercial breaks, things in there, the little ad breaks, because I had to let go of my premium. And that's what it goes for. Well, guys, I'm starting to get kind of icky, so I'm going to let y'all go and go lay down for a while. I'll be on here tomorrow. I want to tell this story about this mother who couldn't find her child. And we're going to talk about that. Yes, Lolly, I do. I mean, 'tis me, I do. It's Lolly, beautifully broken. So, yes, TJ, how a true mother would act. Exactly. Well, welcome to everybody that became a member today. Thank you so much for the super sticker, for the Cash App. It is so more than you know appreciated. And I just thank you all for being here, hanging in there, waiting for me to feel better. I appreciate y'all so much. And tomorrow we'll go over some stuff and look at some stuff. And I want to look into this picture of somebody getting out of the back seat of that white truck for sure. So y'all be good. I may or may not be out on the streets tonight. I don't know. I might just go back to bed. Keep me in your prayers if you don't mind. I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Love and hugs, everybody. Bye.